Sir, do you know why I pulled you over?
Speeding?
No, it's because your intro sucks. Please step out onto the curbside.
Welcome to another week of the Curbside Podcast, the podcast where we talk about cars and everything to do with cars. My name is Jeff. I drive a 2004 Honda S2000, and I am your Taiwanese-American Southern Californian.
What's up, everybody? Back here with another quarantine edition. My name's Parth, 2016 M3, living up in Northern California Bay Area.
Hey, and I'm Andrew. I drive a 2014... Oh, shit. I always fuck this up. 2014 Evo 10 MR and a 2015 BRZ. God damn.
That's what you get for having too many cars.
I know.
Yeah, seriously.
But I think it's going to be a quarantine edition for a long time, Barth.
Yeah, it's going to be all
Probably.
quarantine edition. What is this? I already forgot.
Just throw this whole year away.
Might as
the
well.
whole year's quarantine edition.
Seriously,
really is.
at this rate. California, I think they just pushed the stay-at-home thing to May 17th.
What? They did?
Guarantee you it's going to get pushed again.
Wait, wasn't it May 7th first?
And then I think it got pushed to 17th.
No way.
I saw it and I was like, oh, it's like a month away. Hold on, that's more than a month away.
It's more than a month away. Wait, no way? Because, I know in the Bay Area, all 7 counties, last I heard, they extended it till May 7th.
I don't know. Take this with a grain of salt, but I heard 2 other people tell me that, so maybe they all have fake news.
Well, I'm just telling you, the United States in all has the most cases by 3 times.
It's definitely getting pushed, no matter what.
Yeah. Quarantine isn't going to be over until there's 0 cases and then no re-emerging cases.
Yeah, there has to be a decline of cases instead of an increase in new cases. To be honest, I think half our summer might be gone.
I think the whole year might be gone, dude.
You
honestly.
think so?
Yeah, I think we're gonna go into fall.
I'm gonna lose my mind, dude. I'm gonna lose my shit.
Because, if we do get let out, we're going to at least have to, not be completely let out, right? Some sort of, readjusting or whatnot.
I don't know how, pandemic reemergences work. That's not my field of expertise. But I feel like they're going to not open everything at one time, right?
Yeah.
It's going to be safety precautions still, even if we do get out.
Yeah.
So what have you guys been up to during this quarantine time?
I've just been staying busy, trying to stay busy with the Evo and stuff like that, stuff around the house. I actually got around to swapping my rear bumper. I don't. If you guys follow our Instagram, you'll see on pictures of the Evo, the rear bumper that it came with was pretty destroyed. The previous owner, for some reason, thought scratches were fixed with touch-up paint.
Nice.
Yeah.
So there were just clumps of touch-up paint everywhere. But I went on Facebook. I was on Facebook at 3 o'clock in the morning just browsing and came across this guy was selling a bumper already the correct color, the wicked white color. He wanted $180 for it, and I was like, yo, I'll give you $150. And he's like, okay. So I went over, checked it out. I had a couple broken clips and mounting areas. I was like, bro, this shit's broken. He was like, okay, I'll knock $50 off. I was like, oh, fucking sweet. $100. I have to take that for $100.
Yeah, dude, I just want Andrew to buy all my car parts for me because he is the absolute king of steals and deals, dude.
Yeah, I feel like you're getting fantastic deals on all these parts.
Yeah, on top of that, I got my spacers for $100.
Yeah.
And the guy's gonna give me his side skirts because he's swapping them out for Varus side skirts, I guess.
Dude, what the?
For free?
He's gonna give them to me for free. Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, he was like, yeah, just come pick them up. I was like, okay, yeah, you're a 20-minute drive away. I'll come pick them up. So $30 a pop for 2 side skirts and a bumper.
$30 for, and they're not polyurethane.
They're OEM parts.
No way. What the fuck? That's good. That's nice.
Yeah, if you guys need car parts, just hit up Andrew.
Hit me up. I'll charge 25%.
Holy shit. May as well go direct then.
Well, at the prices I get them at.
Oh, true.
Yeah, well, I've been just at home, editing the content. But yesterday I took the day off and was like, what do? I had this old tiny little TV hanging around and I was like, let's just mount this on the garage wall. And I did that. I was like, that was necessary. This is
I was gonna say, what did you achieve with that TV being there?
You know, I was thinking, I'm like, why is this useful at all? I'm like, it isn't. But then I was like, you could put YouTube tutorials on how to fix cars on it.
Or you could be detailing your cars and then watching a movie.
Yeah, I like how quarantine is like allowing us to do these things that we would never do, like if we had free time, right?
Shit to do.
For me, I ordered a 1/350 scale model of the USS New Jersey battleship because I wanted to build a ship. I swear to God, like I made like model airplanes and like cars like back when I was a kid, right? And I didn't know shit back then, right? And I've always wanted to do it again, but I'm like, dude, these things take time, man. Like they take a lot of time. The parts are hella small. You need like the paints and shit. Expensive. Yeah, dude, seriously. So I was like, I have time right now. Well, you know how you guys are talking about the RC car stuff? That's why I was like debating so much. I'm like, because I'm about to drop like a solid like $200 on the model kit and the paints and everything. Like, should I buy an RC car on top of that, dude? I was like, I don't know. So I ended up buying the kit.
Yes, I agree with that.
Let me build the kit first, and then after that's done, maybe we'll go with the RC car.
The RC car's quicker, so you could get that first and then build the kit after.
Yeah, then probably won't do shit with the kit.
I'll do you one better, Parth.
Yeah.
I used some paper and made me a Pagani.
Nice, out of paper.
Yes, well, it's cardstock, but it's a 1/8 scale, so it's quite enormous. And yeah, I don't know what to do with it. It is currently resting on top of my computer monitor right now. And also, I finally got my RC car working too.
Yay.
And then I saw one straight to the right.
Yeah, it needs an alignment. So it was just a dead battery, changed it out, and now I've got a working RC car.
Or you can get a 1/350 scale of the USS New Jersey.
I'm good, man.
My New Jersey will blow your car out of the water.
I just run it over with my car, man.
Yeah,
it's got big guns, bro. It's got big guns.
Yours is what scale? 1/3 something.
1/350. 1/350 of a battleship, bro. It's huge.
Mine's 1/16 scale, and I'll just run your ship down, man.
But you don't understand. The real ship is a lot bigger than the real car.
We ain't talking about the real ship, and there is no real version of this car.
Oh well, shit.
If we were going by scale, this car goes up to like 60 miles an hour. It's like 1/16 scale. So what's the top speed of that?
Speed of sound.
Speed of sound, yeah. Oh god.
So let's talk about some cars, guys. Let's talk about some cars.
That's what we do.
Yep. What I wanted to talk about today, while we're just stuck at home, let's dream a little, okay? Mm-hmm. What would your guys' perfect 5-car garage be?
It's a loaded question. Mm-hmm. Many cars that I want.
This is regardless of budget, regardless of garage size, but perfect 5-car garage.
Well, I want to say I have 2 out of my 3 already in my garage.
Lucky.
So I'm 40% there. But yeah, the Evo and the BRZ, after having them, I haven't owned the Evo for very long, obviously, but so far I've been loving it. So obviously the Evo, because it's been a dream car of mine forever, and so far it's lived up to all my expectations. Still kind of like dealing with trunk space, how cheap the fucking car is, like the interior. But like all of that goes away when I'm driving it.
Well, how often do you need a big trunk, right?
Exactly. So that's the other thing. I was telling my buddy, like, I actually haven't used the rear seats or the trunk like very much.
So basically you're using it as a BRZ.
Yeah, pretty much. Like I'm just so used to having the BRZ, like not having 4 doors, not having any trunk space. So like once I actually like get to use it, because I fucking bought it and then like a week later they were like, nah, quarantine. So once I actually get to use it for like, I don't know, life, might be able to figure out how much I actually like the Evo as a daily driver.
You actually did use the back seats when we came over.
Oh yeah,
that's true.
Yeah. This was before quarantine, by the way, guys. So
pre-quarantine. Calm the fuck down.
Yeah.
You're actually the only person to sit in the back seat so far, minus the test drive.
What?
So that's how little use the back seats have got.
It's just me.
Yeah, it's just you since owning it. So yeah, Evo. Definitely the BRZ, just because I want like what Tom Volk was saying on that episode we did with him. Mm-hmm. It's a lot better to drive a slow car hard than it is to drive a fast car slow, I guess.
Yeah.
And the BRZ is like, I think perfect for that. My third car would probably be, I would want like a big car in the fleet, right?
Hell yeah.
Just in case, quarantine lasts for the rest of time or the world actually falls apart. I would want a Ford Raptor to deal with the apocalypse.
Oh,
Fuck yeah, dude. I'm down with that one.
And I think it really doesn't get any better than that. What is it? Or it used to be a 6.7 liter. It was a big ass V8.
Fast,
but still.
too. You could run down
Yeah, it's fast.
Lots of things with incredible speed.
Yeah, you got so much road clearance, gigantic wheels. But yeah, that would be my third car. So we got Evo, BRZ, Raptor. My fourth one would probably, I had to throw like an electric car in there for the excuse of, I need to save money, save on gas, protect the environment.
After your Raptor.
Yeah. Really, I just want a really fast like family car that will smoke anything on the road. So I had to go with a Tesla.
God damn it. God
Which one?
Model X.
God damn it.
I don't have like any SUVs in my list.
Is the Model X really an SUV?
It is. It's a family carrier.
I feel like the Raptor is more of an SUV than the Model X is.
I think the Model X is more like a minivan.
Glorified.
Okay,
I don't know.
family car.
The only problem I have with the Model X is just kind of like the sloping roofline. Otherwise, I like it.
I like it a lot.
I actually do. Yeah. Parth, what do you think?
Yeah, man. Yeah, go chase your dreams. do it. Yeah. Fuck.
You can't really talk shit about it, man. Have you seen? There's a video out there of a Tesla Model X with a trailer behind it, and I think an Alfa Romeo 4C on the back, racing an Alfa Romeo 4C.
It's a great data point.
I just don't like the sloping back. That's it.
I just don't like
That's
Tesla.
Anyway,
Like any Tesla has that sloping back.
yeah, but it looks better on like the sedans. I don't like it on the big jacked up cars or whatever. they're
Yeah,
called.
I guess it's like if you took like a Model S and then you drag it like upwards on the y-axis.
Yeah. Without adjusting the rest of it, I'm like, bruh.
That's a good way to put it.
And then the last one, I'm kind of stuck between two, but this last spot would be for my supercar category. It's like outlandish dream car. So I'm stuck between. I've talked about both of these cars before on the podcast, but a P1 GTR or the Zinger 21C that we talked about last week.
I think that's amazing. Singer is not a new company. It just came out. And for it to make so much of an impact, for it to be your dream car already, that's incredible.
That's pretty sick.
Look at the freaking thing, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We haven't even seen it drive yet, have we?
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Well, they have like a little
Seriously.
teaser clip, but like that's it. But yeah, I don't know. I can't pick between the two. They're like two drastically different cars, but kind of also the same.
So here's what you do, okay? A 5-car garage, you build a little shed next to the garage, and you stick the
Didn't know that was an option. I'll build like 10 sheds then.
Yeah, if we're going with a 5-car garage with like unlimited sheds, then I gotta add two more to my list, man.
Well, for me, I, like Andrew, have, one of mine already in the garage, and that is the S2000. Honestly, it's fantastic still. During this time especially, I'm so glad I have a fun car to drive during quarantine.
Dude, that's so true. Like, I have to go somewhere after this podcast to go pick up some stuff, and I'm so looking forward to driving my car.
Yeah. It makes the simple and kind of only thing you could do right now nice and fun and exciting.
Yeah, dude, like Safeway is like a 3-minute drive from my house. And like, let's hop on the Evo.
Dude,
We're boosting over there.
Yeah, same, dude. Like, there's a grocery store right down the hill from me. 5-minute, 2-minute drive. And I'm like, yep, roof down. All right, cool, I'm here. And then my other ones, of course, the original NSX. And then also the new NSX.
I did not see that coming. Wow.
Yes.
Jeffrey wants an NSX? No way.
Yes, two.
I've never heard
Two
that
of them.
before.
Yeah, dude, that's a surprise to me.
But the new NSX would be the one I would daily.
Oh, okay.
The S2000 and the old NSX would become weekend cars. And then for my family vehicle, I have chosen the Koenigsegg Gemera.
Hell of a family vehicle.
So,
The ultimate family transporter, yes. Koenigsegg, that's what we think of.
Yes. So on the days where I need more seats than two, I leave the new NSX at home and climb into the Gemera. And then now I have 2 extra seats and Wi-Fi. And then for my last one, also have to put in an electric car. Of course, I've never talked about this one either. The Rivian R1T.
So literally every single one of Jeffrey's cars, Parth and I probably could have guessed them.
Yeah.
These are Jeffrey's top 5 cars.
So yeah, mine. I guess mine were kind of obvious. Apparently, I don't know how you guys knew. What about you, Parth?
Yes.
What's your 5-car garage?
Well, the first one is the childhood poster car, Enzo Ferrari.
The dude? Isn't that the guy?
No, his fucking car, dude. The F60.
Oh, you mean the
F60.
Ferrari Enzo?
Go fuck yourself.
But Enzo Ferrari's he's long gone, man.
That's his name, man.
Anymore.
He put his name on the car.
Yeah, but the
It's
car's
Enzo's
called the
Ferrari,
Enzo.
bro.
But the car's
Ferrari
called the
Enzo.
Ferrari Enzo.
No, it's Enzo's Ferrari. Anyway, I want that one because as a kid, I thought that was the most beautiful car ever made.
The dude?
And what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? God damn. The car, man. The F60. And it's amazing. Like, it just looks cool. And it's like right before the time where everything became hella high tech and like gizmo-y and like electronic and stuff. So that one for sure. And just like Andrew, a Ford Raptor, because I think the thing is a fucking boss looking car. Like you pull up in that shit and people know that this guy probably
Small PP.
Yeah. Like
Is compensating,
yeah, exactly.
but also owns a cool truck.
Yeah. I think it looks sick, dude. Like
It does.
when it goes down the street, dude, you're just like, holy shit, that thing's sick. And I want the extended cab because this is gonna be like the SUV for the family too, I guess.
Go on Baja adventures with the family.
Yeah, so I need one of those in my life. Need an S63 AMG.
You see, this one I did not see coming.
Dude, I've ever since Jeff that we've had that. Remember we had that S500.
Yeah.
Ever since then, I've always decided that at some point in my life, I need to have an S-Class. I just need that car that is uber comfort, uber luxury, and can just go like a missile in a straight line. Like
So
San
7
Francisco to LA, if there was no speed limits, would be like 4 hours in an S63.
So an S63 AMG, not an Alpina B7 for you?
No, Mercedes. S-Class, dude. Need the S-Class specifically, you know? And then I was like, if we go on S-Class, may as well get the fastest one available. Actually, the fastest one is the S65, isn't it?
I have no idea.
Is there an S65?
I have zero
I don't know
clue.
shit about Mercedes.
Yeah, seriously, I don't know anything.
Because I would take a BMW M760 Li.
No. You gotta have the OG, the boss car. Oh, no, there is an X60. I changed my answer. It's an S65. I want the S65 AMG.
I will take the twin turbo V12 with the
Yeah, that's the comparable one. So this is also twin turbo V12 by AMG. So I want that because it's an S-Class, but that it also like equivalent to a small missile. Next one, I need to have one tuner JDM type car, R34
really?
GTR. Yeah,
I am
gotta have
shocked.
one. Yeah,
I thought you
one.
don't
Gotta
care
have
about
one.
JDM's part.
That's what I thought
Not
too.
that much, but I like the R34 GTR a lot. I like that a lot.
Bandwagon.
No, that one I liked that before even people thought it was a car worth liking.
Sure.
When did you like it? After Fast and Furious?
No, dude, before Fast and Furious, bro. Trust me.
Cap.
I don't know where I saw this car before, but I was like, this is sick. This thing looks sick.
You saw in the
then-
trailer.
No, it wasn't the freaking trailer. So, R34, and then this one nobody saw coming, the Charger Hellcat widebody.
No way.
Yeah, dude.
No.
I've never heard you say that before.
Yeah.
Can you talk about this?
I've never
car?
talked about it before.
Yeah, like I don't even know what this car is.
Yo,
dude.
I don't know if you guys have heard this before, but you know, SRT is the new M division.
Right. Okay. I noticed your M3 isn't in here.
Well, yeah. I mean, I had it.
Yeah, where's the Beamer love?
I wanted the
There's
M3 for a very long
BMWs in
time,
here.
and now that I had it, I've had my fill. That's good. That'll be one of the shed cars. It'll be one of the shed cars.
We all got one shed.
What is your perfect 5-car garage and one shed? All right, guys. All solid choices. Well, with that being said, why don't we, should we go to our sponsored break? Hello! Welcome to our sponsored break. Who are we sponsored by? That is the question.
Ourselves.
Ah, good.
Moving on.
Yeah, so just Google Curbside Podcast and hit us up if you want to donate money. All right, we're moving on from the sore subject.
Well, you guys can find us at the curbsidepodcast.com. And if you want to, help support the show, you could go email us at thecurbsidepodcast@gmail.com.
You can also find us on social media. Hit us up on Instagram at the Curbside Podcast, on Facebook. Just type in Google Podcast or
Google Podcast.
There we go.
Curbside Podcast.
We're the face of Google Podcasts.
And on Twitter at Curbside Pod.
Yeah, hit us up. Tell us what your 5-car garage would be plus 1 shed car. If you want.
4 shed cars, I don't know.
Well, and as last week, I want to give a shout out to, all our healthcare workers out there, all the people selling us the groceries, delivering, taking our trash, all those people who are, giving us a chance to have at least a somewhat normal life while we're stuck at home.
Yeah, definitely. For those guys, too, definitely do as much as you can to be safe, because I'm reading, news reports of even grocery store workers are starting to get sick.
Yeah, stay safe out there, and, yeah. If you guys could help out, donate to a charity like the CDC Foundation, donate to a food bank, go out and donate blood, volunteer, go do that. It would be very awesome, and, yeah. With that being said, shall we go back to our show?
Are you ready? Now that we got you loose, oh, I can hear the birds waking early to saying that it's never too soon.
No way.
Craig My Ride. Welcome to Craig My Ride, the part of the show where we talk about cars that have been, significantly altered to be perfect examples of the Facebook Marketplace and the Craigslist Marketplace. This time, it is going to be from eBay. It's an old listing, so it's not for sale anymore. But guys, I want you to check this out. I'm going to send you guys the link real quick. Should be able to see the posting still.
I'm not gonna lie, when you do that intro music, I get hell excited.
When I was like, what the fuck is going on? I was like, that's not Kid Dope.
All right, send you the link.
What the fuck am I looking at?
Mine says item no longer available.
Yeah, but you should still be able to.
Oh, wow.
So, this already has been sold for
It's sold?
Yeah, there was a winning bid of $3,000 some odd dollars, which is funny because the seller was asking initially $2,999.
Oh my god, someone upped the bid.
So this is apparently a 1999 Ford F-250, and I will post pictures of this on Instagram and all our other socials, but why don't you guys talk about what you're seeing right now?
Trying to set a land speed record to your construction site.
Well, it says it's a F-250 Trunnel was customized and used by X-Core Airspace as a rolling wind tunnel test platform. A rolling wind tunnel test for what?
It's kind of cool. Like, it was purpose built, obviously.
I mean, apart from the fact it's based on a Ford.
I don't understand what they're testing.
It's like the front is the least aerodynamic thing of all time. You take a break and then you taper the back end of it.
Yeah, exactly.
Try to make it aerodynamic.
There are plenty of better cars to, start on as a platform for aerodynamics.
It shows an F-250.
Yeah.
Which probably has the same aerodynamic coefficiency as a brick.
Do you guys see the pictures of the interior?
Yeah, I don't understand what's going on.
This thing is like straight up Jetsons.
You're like peeking over the dashboard at this point.
Only direction you can see is up.
Yeah. Well, I'm guessing it's not very useful as a pickup truck anymore.
I don't understand why it was built. What was the purpose did it serve?
I'm sure someone at X-Core could explain, but...
Hey, if you're at X-Core, hit us up. Explain why you built this.
Please. Because I don't even feel like bagging on it this much, because I feel like, unless I know why it was built.
I just love that someone bid on it.
A lot more, too. There were 7 bids, dude. So it must serve a purpose. Like someone wanted this. Multiple people wanted
Or
this.
you could buy it and use it as a ramp.
Oh, I'll be down for that.
But yeah, guys, that was Craig My Ride this week.
I kind of like it. It's like intriguing.
Yeah, this is the best one I've seen.
There's a mystery behind it.
Yeah. This thing had to be purpose built, dude. The purpose is unknown.
Yeah.
Speaking of mysteries, I have one from Ford. Apparently, Ford had made a concept mid-engine Mustang before.
And they didn't decide to put it into production?
Here's the funny thing, okay? The reason why this story is out is because Ford, on their Ford Performance website, put out this story and these pictures and said, hey, is there anyone out there that knows what this is?
Wait, Ford asked other people about if they knew what this is?
Yes. So apparently Ford made this car and forgot what it was.
What the
That's why they gotta stop having these freaking secret teams.
Yeah,
They're
seriously.
not documenting shit. They don't even know what the fuck they're doing.
Hey, anybody know where the guy who made the Ford GT, where he went off to? Because we need to build more of them again, and we don't know how.
Yeah, we have no idea who worked on it and what they worked on.
So basically, this was sent over as picture files from Ford's like archive team. It was sent over 5 years ago. And the guy who sent it over was like, hey, did we know we were working on a mid-engine Mustang back in 66?
What kind of documentation system do they have out there? It seems
Yeah.
fucking terrible. What the fuck?
How do you forget about a whole car?
It's such a weird question for them to ask. They're a gigantic company. They have to be documenting everything they do, and clearly they don't.
They're asking the general public, hey, anybody know what we were trying to make here? It's like when you're trying to say something and you're like, what was I going to say? And the other guy's like, I don't know what you were going to say. I can't read your mind.
Yeah, like, dude, we didn't even know this thing existed. At least you know it existed.
God.
But yeah, if you know anything about this, you could email Ford, and if you could validate what you're saying, they'll give you all the source credits for it. And
Ooh.
they say they'll throw in a special prize. They didn't say what prize it was, but
It's a
That's
Ford
bullshit.
sticker.
I would demand that they make that car and then they give you one for free.
There would be a riot if there was a mid-engine Mustang. I'll tell you that right now. So throw that out the window.
that's true. That's true.
All right. Well, quarantine, right? So we're in it. Nobody's buying shit except for groceries, pretty much. I was driving by our dealerships here. At first, I wasn't sure if they were open, and I was looking. I'm like, no, there are people there. Then I checked, and they were open. So dealerships and everything are open. Yeah,
Really?
Which made me. I was thinking, like, a little bit, like a week or two now, like, is this a good time to buy a car? And then I came across this article on Car and Driver, which says, with the recession looming, is this a safe time to buy a car? And basically, it's kind of reinforcing what I'm saying, but it adds more actual details and statistics. So they compared this, obviously everyone's comparing this time to like 2007, 2009, the Great Recession time period, right? So they talk about 2007, 2009, they're comparing it to what's happening now. Right now, I think there's been like a 16.8 new unemployment claims between like when this started back in March. 16.8 million new unemployment claims since that time period. So the times aren't good, right? But they're saying is there's still people out here who are able to get like loans and credits and that kind of stuff, which is better than what it was, in 2007, 2008, because 2007, 2008, it was a shitty financial system.
Yeah.
So like right now, if you want to go get a loan, you can get one, and you can probably get a loan at a pretty good rate. They're saying that if you're trying to get a loan for a car or something like that today, right now is actually a fantastic time to go get a car. And gas prices are also at the all-time low right now, and that's not because of like coronavirus, but because of the price wars between Saudi and Russia.
Yeah. And also because no one's buying gas too. Like I think the two of them combined is like the perfect storm.
Dude, wasn't it like at $1 a barrel recently? Like it was freaking low.
Something like that.
It's insane.
One of my friends, he drove back to Colorado to like be with his family because he's not working or whatever. And he said he stopped in like, I don't know, fucking bumfuck nowhere.
Yeah.
He filled up for 99 cents a gallon.
Holy crap, dude.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
That's
I would
actually
just
insane.
I would flood my car.
Yeah, like fill the passenger footwells with gas.
Yeah, forget toilet paper. We should be like just stocking up on gas. Like people should go buy gas tanks and like
Yeah.
shove gas as much as they can into it.
Hey, how much does an oil tanker cost? No,
Dude, a cool million, but imagine how much we'll make when we sell that gas.
Yeah.
It's an investment, Jeff. We gotta go buy us a big ass oil tanker.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that doesn't really apply in the Bay Area. Like, gas prices are low, but they're still in the threes. But then going back to your point about buying a car, a lot of car companies also are doing like payment relief programs right now too. So like they'll defer payments for like 60, 90 days or whatever.
And not just that, but like on dealership lots themselves, the cars usually stay on dealership lots for 60 days ish, right? That's the normal time. Right now, they're estimating the cars are now staying on lot for up to 90 days, which means dealers could be very incentivized to sell you a car for a lot cheaper.
And you got more options.
I think it was Chris Harris that tweeted this, and it was so true. He tweeted, he's like, I'm just going through the classifieds right now, looking at different cars, and every car I'm seeing, considering the current economical situation, I'm cutting its price by a third, and thinking that's a fair asking price.
That makes sense. And I know a lot of car companies are actually doing like 0% interest and whatnot.
Yeah.
Oh, for our first couple months or something.
Yeah.
So if you are in the market to buy a car and you have the finances and you can buy a car right now, buy one now. This is the buyer's market.
Yeah.
Don't sell it
really
though.
is.
Wait to sell. Don't sell right now.
And going off of your little thing about buying cars, most people, especially here in California, do own a car. And if you haven't noticed yet, it's probably sitting around not doing much.
Oh yeah.
I mean, as we all should know, if your car's sitting around, it more chance of it breaking down. The general health of the vehicle would kind of deteriorate. Kind of wanted to just give a couple tips on how to keep your car healthy during all of this bullshit.
I just love this, right? Like, cars are like a perishable item.
Yeah.
For most things that are non-perishables, you leave them and they don't break. They stay newer. Cars, if you just leave them, they rot.
Yeah, literally. But yeah, anyways, it's not really news, but just wanted to give a couple tips on how you can maintain your car, make sure it's healthy throughout this quarantine, and then for when this is all over, you won't have to, do too much maintenance or anything like that. But the main point is you want to at least start up your car every couple days, like once or twice a week. And if possible, drive it, even if it's around the block. Just get it up to operating temperature, let it roll around, get the parts moving a little bit every couple days. By doing this, you can prevent having a dead battery,
Which sucks.
because it seriously does suck. It will maintain your engine performance, because I don't know if you guys knew this, but like if your car sits for too long, you can have water condensation build up inside of your fuel tank.
Oh,
And that's another thing that they say, that if you are storing your car for a long period of time, make sure you have a full tank of gas to prevent that.
Yeah, don't leave empty space in there.
Yeah, fill up the footwells.
Another thing is tire damage. I feel like we don't think about this a lot. It's not so much dry rot being the problem, but because your car is sitting in the same spot and your tires don't move, you can actually develop flat spots.
Oh, yeah.
On your tires.
Yeah.
So my MDX, it's been sitting outside for a long time, and for the longest time it had a flat tire because somehow, while being stationary, a nail got into the tire. I don't know how, but I think originally it probably would have been a repairable whatever, but I think I let it sit for too long. I just didn't have time to take it to the shop, and the edge of the tire was like splitting. Because it was like
the sidewall cracking.
Yeah, so then
once you have that, that's like irreplaceable, or not irreplaceable, not repairable. Fuck. So yeah, definitely let it roll around. Make sure you're like changing the areas where the car is sitting on, because I mean, obviously rubber is like a soft material. Even if it's just sitting there, like you'll have, even if it's not like a flat tire, like the area where it's actually hitting the ground and sitting will actually go flat. Another thing, obviously, components, random like component breakdowns, fuel pumps, AC, stuff like that. If you leave it for too long, they could seize up, or just like, I don't know, like old plastic parts just tend to crack and explode. So that's pretty much it. Just make sure you drive your car, like at the very least, start it up and let it run until it's at operating temperature. But the best way to kind of prevent all of this is to just drive it around the block. Like, just go up and down your neighborhood a couple times and then park it back. Like, and that will save you so many headaches.
This reminds me of like there was an article a few months back where say, does the Italian car tune-up really help your car? And you guys know what the Italian car tune-up is?
Nah.
It's basically taking your car and once it's warmed up, just taking it to red line for like a few minutes straight.
Oh.
Just basically flooring the shit out of your car so that all the carbon deposits and everything just get yeeted out of the car. I try to do that. Like once the cars are warmed up, I'm just like, okay, let me floor it a little bit, floor it a little more, floor it. There's some truth in it because then it puts the stress on the engine, makes everything
Breaks
go
up the
faster. Yeah, makes your injectors go a little hammer.
Makes your oil flow.
Yeah. So I think everyone should just go do an Italian car tune-up safely.
Can you go imagine living in like a community full of car enthusiasts and they heard this every morning? All right, gotta make sure my car works.
No, dude, there was this day. It was earlier this week. So my friend Prav, he's my neighbor, right? He's the guy with this crazy WRX. So he started it and he went somewhere. He had to go pick up like some medication for his grandma or something. And he came back, and on the way back, I was in my room and he floored it on the street kind of near our house. And I heard his car. I was like, oh shit, dude, that's him for sure, right? And then he messaged me. He's like, hey, did you hear me floor it? I'm like, yeah, I did. And then like 2 minutes later, the guy in the court over, remember I was telling you guys, I think there's somebody who has a Lamborghini.
Yeah.
So he does have a Lamborghini. It's a Gallardo. 2 minutes later, he starts up and then he floors it down this street. So I'm like, shit. And probably like, my friend's like, did you hear that? He got inspired by me. I'm like, shit, dude. Now I'm getting inspired by him. So I pulled the Ferrari out of the garage. Then I floored it down the street too.
There's a little car meet action.
Yeah, dude. So people in our neighborhood must have been like, what the hell is going on right now?
You'll only find shit like that in the car community.
I know.
Love it.
I did have some news to go off of Andrew's news, which he went off of my news. This is a nice three-way transition shit.
Little piggyback.
Yeah,
Dang.
exactly. So he's talking about how you should drive your car, and you definitely should. The question now is, and we've talked about this before, is it okay to just go for a drive? Because, there's like people, you guys have heard this, right? Oh, people are getting pulled over for just driving.
Yeah.
CHP down in SoCal is ticketing for everything. Right
Yeah. So I was planning on just driving out to Malibu because I was like, hey, I'm not gonna get out of my car.
It's like the worst place to do it.
Yeah, like I just see on CHP's freaking Facebook, they're just pulling people right and left for, oh, your windows are too dark. Oh, your exhaust is too loud.
Yeah, they're pulling bikers over, like cyclists.
But they're not pulling over for quarantine.
No, they're trying to force people to stay home essentially.
Oh,
Yeah.
so they're just taking you for anything.
Yeah, basically.
Okay, because see, I was wondering how that worked, because my dad was like spreading this thing like, hey, your aunt was telling a story about how her friend, she was saying she got pulled over for no reason and got a ticket because they just told the cop they're going out for a drive. I'm like, how can you do that? That's like unconstitutional. You know? Right?
Yeah.
Like, how's somebody going to pull me over?
Excuse.
Yeah, like, how are they going to pull me over and be like, hey, where are you going? Well, I'm going to the grocery store, bitch. Now what? Like, who? He doesn't know why I'm on the street, right?
Yeah.
My theory, and this is my theory, I will make a disclaimer. This is based off this article that I'm reading. Car and Driver did an interview with Michigan State State Police. Mm-hmm. They asked him like, "Are you guys okay with people getting in their car only with people from their your own household, going to drive somewhere and coming back, but not getting out, not talking to anyone, not stopping for gas? Like, is that okay?"
Yeah.
And they said, yeah, it's okay, but we're trying to encourage people to stay home as much as possible because that's the best thing.
Yeah.
Which in my mind, that's kind of like them saying, yeah, you can do it, and we can't actually say no, you can't do it because that shit's unconstitutional.
Yeah, but we prefer you not, basically.
Yeah. It's kind of it's not a law, but we also don't kind of want you to do that kind of thing,
Yeah.
right?
I mean, it does
So-
kind of make the job harder for them because they're they have to decide if he's going out for a drive, he's going to the groceries, he's just going out to a party or something.
So last Monday, my dad was like, hey, can you fill up gas in the Ferrari because it's been sitting for so long and it was at half a tank. He's like, can you go make it full tank?
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, fine. And this was a Monday at 11 a.m. I take the Ferrari out. I stop at a light. 2 cops stop at the same light. Both of them are staring at me. I'm just waiting here, and the light's gonna turn green. These guys are gonna flip a U-turn and pull me over. Light turned green, and they kept going. They didn't turn around. Which makes me think that all the shit that people are saying that, hey, I got a ticket for being, I got pulled over and got a ticket for, being on the street. I think that's kind of bullshit. You probably got pulled over for something else.
I mean, I've heard they're pulling like people over who have like cars that are just packed with people.
That makes sense.
Yeah, and they'll be like, they'll ticket you if they're not your family members.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well, just don't give the police an excuse. And if you're gonna go for a drive, do it yourself by yourself.
Yeah, and I think just be smart. If you're going to go for a drive, that's fine. Don't take somebody else with you. Don't sit in somebody else's car. Yeah. Try not to stop at gas stations. Try not to stop at food places. If you're just going for a drive, go for the drive and come home.
And drive safely, too, because...
Yeah, don't mob 120 on the freeway just because there's no cars around. Don't give the cops an excuse. They will take it.
Yep.
Yeah. And so with that being said, thanks for listening, guys. That will be our show for this week. Hope you guys are hanging in there during this super weird time. If you need something to watch, Andrew and sometimes me and hopefully sometimes Parth.
Eventually. Once I do something car related.
We've been posting videos of what we're doing during quarantine on our YouTube channel. And you can find that at the Curbside Podcast. Just look that up in YouTube, apparently, and it'll be there. Also, I'm doing a weekly sort of short form news show on Fridays on that channel. It's called Weekly Car Crap. If you want something less discussion based, there's that too on that channel. And you can also find us at the curbsidepodcast.com, where you'll find a link to our Libsyn page, where there's a link to all our other platforms like TuneIn, Stitcher, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts. I don't know if I'm missing any.
And again, you can find us on our social medias. Feel free to slide into our DMs, comment on pictures, whatever you want.
Drift into our DMs.
Yeah. Power slide into our DMs.
Handbrake turn into our DMs.
Scandinavian flick into our DMs.
360 handbrake turn. Oh.
They're just going to end up going the way they came.
Or you turn right out of our DMs. All right, enough that dumb shit. Anyways, hit us up on our social medias. You can find us on Instagram at the Curbside Podcast. You can find us on Facebook at also the Google. Why do I keep doing that for Facebook? The Google Podcast, the Curbside Podcast. Just type us into the search bar. You'll find us. Also, hit us up on Twitter. Let us know if you have any recommendations on things you want us to talk about. I don't know, any insight on our episodes. And our Twitter handle is Curbside Pod.
Yeah, and definitely check out the YouTube, guys. These guys are doing a pretty good job. I promise once I do more car-related things during this quarantine, I will start recording. As I said, it's a struggle for me because I have nothing to do on my damn car.
I mean, you had a choice to buy a car. You had the choice of buying a little model car or a boat, and you chose the boat.
I chose the boat, man. Because, sometimes you just got to choose a boat in life.
That's a disservice to our audience.
The Dockside Podcast.
The Dockside, I like that. The Dockside segment. And finally, just a thank you to Kid Dope for the intro and outro to our show, Fast Cars and Wild Hearts. Hopefully we'll be driving fast cars again soon.
Yep. And as always, my name is Jeff.
I'm Parth.
And I'm Andrew.
And remember, stay clean, stay safe, drive safe, and life is too short to drive boring cars.
Bye.
Peace.
Oh, yeah.